Every parent wants to see their child grow into a confident, kind, and emotionally balanced person. But emotional regulation is not something children are born knowing. It is a life skill that develops through guidance, patience, and everyday experiences. If your child struggles with tantrums, frustration, or overwhelming emotions, you are not alone. The good news is that with the right approach, you can help your child understand, express, and manage emotions in healthy ways. In this video, we'll explore practical strategies that make emotional regulation easier to teach and more effective for children of all ages. Children experience emotions just as deeply as adults, but they often lack the words and skills to express what they feel. When a child screams, cries, or refuses to cooperate, it is usually not because they want to be difficult. Instead, they are communicating emotions they cannot yet manage. Understanding this simple truth changes how parents respond. Instead of seeing bad behavior, you begin to see opportunities to teach valuable emotional skills that will benefit your child for a lifetime. The first step in teaching emotional regulation is helping children recognize their feelings. Young children often know they feel upset but cannot identify whether they are angry, disappointed, frustrated, scared, or embarrassed. Expand their emotional vocabulary by naming emotions during everyday situations. Say things like, "You seem disappointed because the game ended," or, "You look frustrated that the puzzle is difficult." The more children hear these words, the better they become at identifying and expressing their emotions. Children learn far more from watching adults than from listening to instructions. If parents react to stress by yelling, slamming doors, or becoming overwhelmed, children often copy those behaviors. On the other hand, when parents stay calm, take deep breaths, and solve problems respectfully, children begin to imitate those healthy responses. Remember that your emotional regulation becomes your child's emotional education. Every calm response you demonstrate teaches a lesson more powerful than any lecture. Validating your child's emotions does not mean approving every behavior. A child can feel angry without being allowed to hit someone. Let them know their feelings are acceptable while setting clear boundaries for their actions. You might say, "I understand you're angry because your toy broke, but it's not okay to throw things." This approach teaches children that emotions are natural while helping them learn appropriate ways to express those emotions safely. One of the simplest yet most effective techniques is teaching children to pause before reacting. Encourage them to stop, take a few deep breaths, and think about what they are feeling. Practice this during calm moments so they can use it during stressful situations. Turning deep breathing into a fun game, like pretending to smell a flower and blow out a candle, makes the skill easier for younger children to remember and enjoy. Creating a calm-down space in your home can make a remarkable difference. This is not a punishment area but a peaceful place where children can relax and regain control. Fill it with soft pillows, books, coloring supplies, or sensory toys. When emotions become overwhelming, gently encourage your child to spend a few moments there until they feel calmer. Over time, they will begin choosing the space on their own when they need emotional support. Routine and predictability play an important role in emotional regulation. Children feel safer when they know what to expect throughout the day. Consistent meal times, bedtime routines, and daily schedules reduce anxiety and help children stay emotionally balanced. Unexpected changes can be difficult, so prepare your child in advance whenever possible. Simple warnings like, "In 10 minutes we'll leave the park," help children transition with fewer emotional outbursts. Teaching problem-solving skills also strengthens emotional regulation. Instead of immediately solving every challenge for your child, ask questions that encourage independent thinking. For example, "What do you think we can do to fix this?" Or, "Can you think of another way?" These conversations help children move from emotional reactions to thoughtful solutions. Over time, they learn that problems can often be managed calmly rather than with frustration or anger. Reading books together is another powerful way to discuss emotions. Stories allow children to observe characters experiencing happiness, sadness, fear, excitement, and disappointment. Pause while reading and ask questions such as, "How do you think this character feels?" Or, "What could they do to feel better?" These discussions strengthen empathy while giving children opportunities to practice identifying emotions in a safe and enjoyable environment. Physical activity has a surprising impact on emotional regulation. Running, jumping, dancing, cycling, or simply playing outside helps children release built-up energy and reduce stress. Regular exercise supports brain development and improves mood, making it easier for children to manage emotions throughout the day. Encouraging active play every day is not only beneficial for physical health but also for emotional well-being and mental resilience. Sleep is another essential factor that parents often underestimate. Overtired children are more likely to become irritable, impulsive, and emotionally overwhelmed. Establish consistent bedtime routines that include calming activities such as reading stories, listening to soft music, or practicing gentle breathing exercises. Good sleep habits strengthen emotional control and help children respond more calmly to daily challenges. Teaching children to express emotions through words rather than actions is another valuable skill. Encourage phrases like, "I'm upset," "I feel frustrated," or "I need help." Practice these statements during peaceful moments so they become familiar. When children can explain how they feel, they are less likely to resort to screaming, hitting, or crying uncontrollably. Communication becomes their strongest emotional regulation tool. Praise should focus on effort rather than perfection. Instead of saying, "You're such a good kid," try saying, "I noticed you took deep breaths when you were upset. That showed great self-control." Specific praise helps children understand exactly what behavior should be repeated. Over time, these positive reinforcements build confidence and motivate children to continue practicing healthy emotional habits. Mistakes are valuable learning opportunities for both parents and children. If your child has an emotional outburst, avoid shaming or criticizing them afterward. Instead, discuss what happened once everyone is calm. Ask questions like, "What made you feel that way?" and "What could we do differently next time?" These conversations teach reflection, responsibility, and emotional growth rather than fear or embarrassment. Technology can sometimes make emotional regulation more difficult. Excessive screen time may reduce opportunities for face-to-face interaction, imaginative play, and emotional learning. Set healthy boundaries around devices while encouraging activities that build communication and connection. Family conversations, board games, outdoor adventures, and creative projects provide natural opportunities for children to practice patience, cooperation, and emotional understanding in meaningful ways. Parents should also remember that every child develops at their own pace. Some children naturally manage emotions more easily, while others require extra support and practice. Comparing siblings or children with friends can create unnecessary pressure. Focus instead on your child's individual progress. Celebrate small improvements because every step toward better emotional regulation is meaningful and deserves recognition. Building emotional regulation is not about eliminating emotions. The goal is helping children understand that all feelings are normal and manageable. Happiness, sadness, anger, fear, excitement, disappointment, and frustration all have important purposes. Children who learn to accept their emotions without fear become more confident, resilient, and emotionally intelligent as they grow into adulthood. Consistency is the secret ingredient in emotional coaching. One calm conversation will not transform behavior overnight, but daily practice creates lasting habits. Continue modeling healthy responses, validating emotions, encouraging communication, and teaching calming strategies. These small moments add up over months and years, shaping children into adults who can navigate life's challenges with confidence, compassion, and emotional strength. Remember that emotional regulation is one of the greatest gifts you can give your child. Academic success and achievements are valuable, but the ability to understand emotions, stay calm under pressure, build healthy relationships, and recover from setbacks will benefit them throughout their entire life. By patiently teaching these skills every day, you're preparing your child not only for childhood but also for a happier, healthier, and more successful future. If you found these parenting strategies helpful, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest parenting tips. Share this video with other parents who want to raise emotionally strong and resilient children. We'd also love to hear from you in the comments. What emotional regulation strategy has worked best with your child? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.